Hello, everyone. My name is Logan Estrada, and today I'll be discussing one of the major threats to biodiversity, and that is invasive species. Biodiversity is essential for maintaining the health and stability of ecosystems. But hello, everyone. My name is Logan Estrada, and today I'll be discussing one of the major threats to biodiversity, and that is invasive species. Biodiversity is essential for maintaining the health and stability of ecosystems, but invasive species pose a significant threat to this balance. Invasive species are organisms that are introduced either intentionally or unintentionally to a new environment where they are not naturally occurring. Without their natural predators and competitors, these species often spread rapidly, disrupting the ecosystems they invade. Let's look at a few impactful examples. First, we have the lionfish. It's a highly invasive predator, but originally comes from Indo-Pacific and has made its way into the Caribbean and the Atlantic Ocean. These species actually are a threat to native and coral populations. Lionfish have a voracious appetite and reproduce very quickly, outcompeting local species for food and habitats, which in turn threatens the health of the coral reefs. Next, we have the Burmese python, which has become a really big problem in Florida, especially in the Everglades. These massive snakes are not native to North America, and they come from Burma, but due to the exotic pet trade and subsequent releases into the wild, they have established a pretty significant population. Without natural predators to keep them in check, the Burmese pythons have drastically reduced populations of native mammals, birds, and even other reptiles, disrupting the balance of this unique ecosystem. And the last example I have are Africanized honeybees, often referred to as killer bees. That's another example you can go. These aggressive insects were accidentally released in the Americas and have since spread rapidly. They pose a pretty big danger to both human and animals, as they can swarm in large numbers and deliver a high amount of stings per encounter than pretty much any other bee in the area. Additionally, they displace native pollinators, further threatening local plant and animal life. All these animal species have in common is that they lack natural predators in their new habitats, allowing them to expand rapidly and outperform native species for resources. This often leads to the decline of native biodiversity, altering the ecosystems and reducing their resilience to environmental changes. In conclusion, invasive species are a critical threat to biodiversity. Understanding these impacts is essential for developing effective conservation strategies to protect our planet's dedicated